Welcome to the first video of EzeeSteel. In this video we shall see the method of pre-preparation of STAAD file which needs to be uploaded in EzeeSteel. Now for this we need to create few groups in the STAAD file so that EzeeSteel analyzes the members for defining the grid or for defining the bracings, and also it finds out the required members for generating the GA drawings. First group is the group for members which shall define the grid. User has to select one vertical member from each grid line and one horizontal member from each floor. Here we recommend to select only a single member from each grid line or the floor so as to avoid the extra grid lines or floors getting generated by EzeeSteel. Now when you create this grid group, EzeeSteel will define the grid based on distinct X and Z coordinates of vertical members in this group. Additionally, EzeeSteel will define the floor structure based on the distinct Y coordinates of the horizontal members of this group. After the grid is defined or analyzed using this group, EzeeSteel gives automatic marking to all the grid lines. Now after the automatic marking is done, still user has choice or option to change the default markings of this grid before generating the actual outputs. Now we will go to STAAD and see how the grid group can be prepared. Okay, now so this is the STAAD file. We are in STAAD now. The first step is that we have to select the members which can define the grid. So I am pressing the control button and selecting one by one the members which can define the grid. So now I am selecting the members which can define my Z grid, and now I am selecting the members which can define my X grid. Now after this I will select the horizontal members which can define my floor levels. You can use any selection method from STAAD to select these particular members. And now what we have to do is that we have to group these members together in the group called as grid. So I go to tools, I go to create new group, then I press the create button and give the name as grid. And what I have to do is that select type as beam, select OK, and then associate those members to this grid group. Now they have been associated. Now you can see here additional groups can be there in STAAD file which are for your different other requirements. Now, apart from these groups, we are making these new groups like this grid group we are making, and further groups which we will see later on. So apart from these 13 groups which are already present in STAAD file, I have just created one 14th group which is called as grid, and which will define the grid in the EzeeSteel. After the grid group, user can create more number of groups which shall define the plans and elevations for which the GA drawings need to be generated. Hence, suppose we need to create say 3 plan views, 2 front elevations and 2 side elevations, then you can create 7 groups in STAAD file by selecting the respective members from the model. The name of each of these groups shall start with letters GA. When these groups are made, EzeeSteel shall generate GA drawings, the plans or the elevations for each of these groups. Hence, if there are 7 groups starting from GA letters, then 7 GA drawings shall be generated. So we will go to STAAD and see how some sample GA groups can be defined. Okay, so we are in STAAD now. Say for selecting a group or creating a group for defining the plan, I go to the front view and I select a small crossing window to select few members. You can see I have selected few members here. Go to this ISO view. You can see I have selected the members which are on a single floor, and I want to make a plan view out of this. So again the similar procedure. I will go to tools, create new group, go to create, and then I give the name as GA1 to this. And select the beam option, say OK to this, and I can give associate. So now this particular group is created and it has got all the members which are selected from a typical floor. I will close this. Now suppose I want to make a elevation group. So what I do is that, say I go to the top view, and now I select again a crossing window. Okay, so I have selected a crossing window. You can see it here, and then again I group all these members in GA2. So I go to create new group, create GA2, and give the name, select the type as beam, say OK to this. Again I associate it. I close this particular window. Now in the similar fashion, you can create different GA groups, GA 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on, for all the different plans or the elevations or the side views which are required to be generated using EzeeSteel. So after the grid and GA groups are made, user can also create the group for all the bracings in the model. When this group is created, the members in this group are shown as cut lines in the EzeeSteel GA drawings. This is an optional group, so for even if you don't make this group, still EzeeSteel shall proceed, but in that case all the members shall be shown as full length members. Now again we'll go to STAAD and see how this bracing group can be made. Now in this particular model we have already defined the bracings as trusses. So what I do is that I go to select, by specification I select all trusses. You can see all the members which are the bracings have been selected now, and using the similar process as earlier, I go to tools, I go to create new group, and I give the name as BRAC. Now this is the name which we have to give for creating the bracing group. Then go to beam, select type, and I say OK, and again associate. So now all the bracings have been associated to this particular brace group. So I close this window now. So in this way you can create three types of groups. One is for grid, one is for GAs, and other is for bracings. After these particular groups have been made, we can see that how the file looks. I will open a file which is already made with all the different groups, and we can just highlight all the members and we can see how the different groups are made. This is the same file but with all the GA groups made. Almost there are 11 GA drawings to be made in this particular STAAD model. So you can go to say tools, create new group, and you can see here apart from the 13 earlier groups, there is one bracing group and all the GA groups and the grid group. So the final file looks in this way. You can see that you can go to GA1 and say highlight. So now this is one plan, then this is another plan. So similarly few plans have been selected, and say few elevations and few side views have been created as groups. And finally there is a grid group which defines this particular grid. So in this video we have seen that how the STAAD file can be prepared for making it compatible for generating different types of outputs from EzeeSteel. In next videos we will see that how this STAAD file can be uploaded to our website EzeeSteel.com and how you can get different type of outputs from EzeeSteel. Thanks a lot.